AITA for packing my kid an inappropriate lunch? I, 34F, have a 5M son who attends preschool. A few hours after I picked him up from school today, I got a phone call from his teacher. She made absolutely no effort to sound kind when she, in an extremely rude and annoyed tone, told me to stop packing my son such disgusting and inappropriate lunches. I felt absolutely appalled when she said this, as me and the teacher have, up until now, always maintained a very friendly relationship. She added that the lunches I'm packing my son are very distracting for the other students and have an unpleasant odor. I told her that I understand her concerns, as the lunches I pack are definitely not the healthiest, but the lunches are according to my son's preferences. The usual lunch that I send him to school with is small celery sticks with blue cheese and goat cheese, kimchi and spam. We are Korean and he absolutely adores this dish. And spicy Doritos marinated in sriracha. I know, but he deserves a snack. And I don't put that many chips in the baggie. I ended the call by saying that I very much appreciated her worries, but that at the end of the day, I am not going to drastically change my son's lunches all of a sudden, and that it's not my fault if other students are distracted by his meal. It is very important to me what my son enjoys, and I want him to like my lunches. The teacher sent an email to me an hour ago saying that my response was unacceptable, and that his lunches are just too inappropriate to be sent to school any longer. I haven't responded yet and don't want to. I want to maintain a healthy relationship with my son's teachers. I am confused as to what to do. AITA? NTA. I came into this thread wondering what exactly an inappropriate lunch might entail. Sandwiches cut into the shapes of dicks? Teacher is disrespectful and very much out of line. NTA. I've had a teacher talk to me about my kids' lunches twice. First one when son was in prec. Please don't send blueberries in his lunch. He puts them in his mouth and then shoots them out like a machine gun. Second was for my daughter. In grade 1, the bento characters are very cute but she keeps playing with them and doesn't finish her lunch in time, doesn't want to miss recess, and is understandably irritated and hungry later in the day. These are appropriate comments in a student's lunch. I don't see anything wrong with what you pack. NTA. A lot of second-generation immigrants are ashamed to bring their food in public because of people like this teacher, who clearly is very intolerant. Asian food is not inappropriate, she is. INTA. Go to the principal. It's blatant racism. If they don't do anything, go to the press. Report her to the principal. Her comments regarding your son's food are disgusting, and have an unpleasant tone, aka cough racist tone. She's too inappropriate to be teaching at the school any longer. NTA. ETA. Thanks for the upvotes and awards. This teacher is completely out of bounds. You need to bring this to administration. This could easily be seen as discriminatory based on his ethnicity, and I can't imagine the school wants to open that can of worms. Keep feeding that baby what he likes. You're a good mama. NTA. Guys, this post is fake. Kimchi, blue cheese and Doritos soaked in sriracha? NTA. I hate to say it, but it's pretty textbook racism, or at least cultural bigotry. If there were allergies or sensory issues that might be different, but it sounds like she doesn't. Like that your food is different than standard white American lunches. I'm in HR, and if this was one employee talking about another's lunch, we'd send them to training and give them a warning. If this is a school, then there might be education laws protecting you. Though I don't know if those apply to preschool. NTA report her to the higher-ups in the school. This is racist. Ash. The kimchi blue cheese combo probably is funky as hell after it's been sitting in a lunchbox. Especially, I would def lose my appetite eating next to someone eating that. The teacher is a complete ass for the way she went about it. But we do need to think about others when choosing foods in shared spaces. Just like microwaving popcorn in an office is rude, packing an incredibly pungent lunch can affect others. Unless you're going to pack my son's lunch, your opinion has been noted but not taken into account. I will be reaching out to the director, dean, principal about this matter and request that any further communication on this subject go through them. NTA. Pack your kid the food he likes. I bet the teacher just doesn't like the smell. Too dang bad for her. Ash. It certainly does not seem like the teacher handled the situation well. So I will not be defending her for her tone or choice of words. However, as a prec teacher, I have had to deal with similar situations. Little people often have big sensitivities to smells and often have strong gag reflexes. Since we eat lunch in our classroom, those strong odors can linger for the rest of the day and be quite nauseating, creating a major disruption. We cannot open doors or windows if a room has them. For security reasons, you are looking at this solely through the lens of what your child likes and wants. A teacher must look at things from the viewpoint of what works best for the class as a whole. Edit. Cooked broccoli, tuna, and hard-boiled eggs have all been things I have asked parents not to send if we have a child who has a strong gag reflex. I love feta cheese in my salads, but I don't bring it to school because the kids say it stinks. It's really about being considerate of others in a close classroom setting. K. So first off, NTA. That was not the way to address the issue. That teacher needs to have some sensitivity courses. At the same time, some of those foods have a pretty powerful scent. The lingering odor might be a lot for people who are not accustomed to it. I'm worried that the other kids might start teasing him about how his lunch smells. Kids can be mean, and this seems like the sort of thing that could kick off some teasing. NTA. But kimchi can be very pungent. Is it possible it is making other kids nauseous? I don't say that lightly. My ex loves kimchi, but if I was in the house when he ate it, it made very nauseous. The way she did this was very wrong either way. Spicy Doritos marinated in sriracha. I know, but he deserves a snack. And I don't put that many chips in the baggie. Is that any good? I'm intrigued. The only thing I can think of is that kimchi can be very stinky. I love me some kimchi, but I would try to be a little understanding about how it could make your son's class a fair bit distracted. Maybe stop packing the kimchi. NTA though, since your son's teacher was being a real jerk. That teacher was way out of line. But I do think that bringing food with a strong smell to a work, school, preschool setting is inconsiderate. The teacher shouldn't have attacked you like that. That was terrible. But she did have a point. Absolutely NTA. As the father of 3 mixed American-Japanese kids, I'd be livid and be in the administrator's office that day if I received that closed-minded call. Soft YTA. You chose some really heavy scented foods that a lot of kids have trouble acclimating to. If it was just kimchi and spam, I would understand the culture card. But blue cheese and sriracha are also flavors that are so strong. All 3, blue cheese, sriracha, and kimchi, can be super pungent and aggravating to a child, and I can see why there are complaints. If they are eating in a cafeteria, the teacher has less say. But all 3 in a small classroom is tough. NTA. But kimchi does have a very potent smell, especially if the kid's eating the classroom. I have so many questions about how soggy spicy Doritos must get if marinated in hot sauce for hours before lunch. But you have vegetables, protein, etc. present in good amounts. My only other concern would be if he has access to somewhere to brush his teeth afterwards, as blue cheese and Doritos might produce some pungent smelling breath afterwards.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.